This is one of those situations the infielders have to.
Señores, estamos en vivo, estamos en vivo.
It's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 2-1 now. On the inside corner for a strike.
Y eso detrás,
See some movement over there at first base,
wow.
Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Tap foul to plate. Swings and
Ay, qué bola, ahí está.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
Bola, ahí está, bola, ahí está.
Slightly elevated.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. There's the strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Got the back going too soon, and strike 2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Qué bolas.
Ernie Clement. And that is out of play.
Súbelo un chimá. Súbelo un chimá, súbelo un chimá.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Súbelo un chimá.
Blows the high heat.
Siéntate, siéntate.
In this game, Jack Leiter.
Siéntate.
On him.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball
Espera,
and the
atacamos hoy día,
changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Back here in Boston, stepping in, Jaron Duran.
Siéntate, Durán.
Swing and miss at 100 miles an hour. Swings and misses. 0-2.
100 miles an hour.
And that's outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you
Señores, dale me gusta y compadre.
Since you're heading to count 1-2, don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
They'll do it again.
2 bolas. 2 se trae, 1 bola. Tira el lanzamiento.
And the count is 2-2.
Y línea de hit.
Towards the left field corner, around first, heading for 2. And the potential go-ahead run stops at second base.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
Durant stands in second with no outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half.
Otro,
Swing and the ball popped in the air. And it falls! In comes the first run of the game.
Otro,
The Red Sox take the lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
No outs, runner at first. Here's the third baseman, Alex Bregman. That one in triple digits. Nobody out, runner at first. Just misses with that one. Swing and a miss, knocked him out. Couldn't catch up to the hitter. There's the strike up high.
Señores, cambian a debe ya.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
¿Por qué soy el tamaño? Hay un Simba. Simba. Oh my God.
Over the monster and onto Lansdowne Street. Home run. He sends it out of here.
Me la están viendo clarita la bola.
Their story now. fastball. The inside edge. 1-0.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch misses inside. 3 balls and a strike.
3-1.
And that one pulled foul. Red Sox already leading. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. Kicks Indians. And it's fouled away. 1-2 bottom of the first. The pitch. Back foot slider ties him up. Struck him out. Breaking ball, and that got him. Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. Just missed. Outside low. And the count down 2-0.
2-0.
Narvaez tries to hold up, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Started after it, appeal to first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. And they're all loaded up. Connor Wong now at the plate. New pitcher on now, Randy Rodriguez. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Well, it stinks to be down by these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs, you've got to close them.
Well, he's under to make the catch in center. We'll take a break.
Muy poco pica la bola.
New inning getting started. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Crochet back to work. Horner goes 6'1", 200 pounds. Usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. Clips the corner, and the count is 0-2.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
Way upstairs, and that's ball 2.
Todo lanzamiento.
That's to third. Bregman to first. 1 out in the second. Bo Naylor at the plate now. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. And first offering is fouled off. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a walk.
New pitcher for the Red Sox, Justin Slayton.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 63, Justin Slayton.
Man at first, T.J. Friedel getting ready to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Into the outfield. Base hit. They fired
Qué
it quickly.
sueño tengo,
So
güey.
it's first and second with only 1 away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Ah, profesor,
And the box lays off the ball
tú me
1.
dices que no te tires porque está trabajando, si no está en la casa, imagínate.
And that one almost got him.
Nope. Ball.
2 on, 1 out. And that'll load the
Runner, take your
bases.
base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now, Miguel Vargas worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. That's a little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1-0.
And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss. 2 out. So they turn to their closer, Aroldis Chapman.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And now the DH, James Wood. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. First pitch, just misses. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Nope.
Next one just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
2 outs, bases full. Jung-Hoo Lee will hit next. Inside,
No, that's
and
inside.
it's 1-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work
That's a
away.
ball.
Just missed.
2-0.
Next pitch
No,
is
that's
outside.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run's in. Here comes the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. Back even, it's 3-3.
Huge at bat to drive
Dang, I
that 2 and get this
Chamberlain.
thing tied again. Wasn't able to
Damn,
elevate
I'm
that
late.
one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Big swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
2 on, 2 outs. Throws in that one. It's a strikeout.
No hay problema, cualquier día personal que me la presente.
Back in Boston, bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And he lays down a bunt. And he barehands it. And it beats it. What a play. Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox.
Pretty flashy with the barehand grab right there. Kind of risky, but, man, he made it look easy.
And that
No,
misses.
that missed. That's the ball.
1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Clement sends it to first. That's it out. And now it's Alex Bregman.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back inside Fenway Park, top half of the third inning. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Strike 2.
0-2.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Got him. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Here's Nico Horner.
Están buscando un palo que yo le dé. Un palo.
That misses the zone.
Están buscando un palo que yo le dé. Están buscando un palo con que yo le dé con Chamberlain ahí por ahora. No que yo se la agarre a Chamberlain. Vayan anotando ese palo que lo voy a dar a Chamberlain. El bro tiene 23 lanzamientos, ya no puede estar ahí.
Fastball, not sure exactly what he was looking for, but gotta imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Vamos, de fa, eso. Vayan anotando el palo que le vaya a dar Chamberlain. Vayan anotando el palo. Vayan anotando el palo. Ay, ay, ay. Pedí más, Dale otro chance más. Wow, porque es suyo, bro.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Yo tenía que meter a Iván Hernández, a Quecha, Rodríguez. Va a ser estaba bueno. Tenía que meter a Rodríguez. Iván Rodríguez. Derecho, bro.
The other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Got it. Looking at back here at Fenway Park. Rafael Devers up to him. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Josh Hader.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him
Siéntate,
out.
debe.
One gone here. Here's Trevor Story now. Righty reliever out of the pen, Nick Enright.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now 1-1. The other way. Nice grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Hit in the air, center field. Lee right there to make the grab. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Greg Weisser.
Number 57.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the left fielder, T.J. Friedl, who singled and scored his first time. In the dirt, but kept close.
1 out.
And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss. And now it's
Esa bola, bro.
1-1.
Runner breaks for third. Pitch is low. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Full count.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. And the batter now, Kyle Mansarda. The walk and a run scored his first time. And it's foul off.
Wow, the foul.
And now the count is even. With the go-ahead run at third. And here in extra innings.
Hello, boy.
Base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing at the bat.
Vargas at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. And time called prior to the 0-1. Mansarda leads off first with one away. Substitution now at first base. Coming in as a pinch runner, Corbin Carroll. Runner on the go. Pitches for a strike. Safe in second, and that was not close. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. One out, and a runner at second. Runner on the go again. In the dirt. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. That's to third. Bregman to first. That's the second out. James Wood digs in now. Just missed. 2 outs and a runner at third here in extra innings. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Ouch, that one drilled him.
Ay, no me gusta darle a los
And he
pins.
beats the throw.
No me gusta darle a los
Right
pins.
there, an infield single.
No lo golpeé. Está bien.
Bernardino gets
¿Se
the
siente
ball
bien?
again.
Pretty tight game, so
No me gusta darle a los
pitches
pins.
out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score.
Excúsame,
right here.
excúsame.
And now Jung-Hoo Lee. That's in there. It's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spin on anything that's down.
Got him. Outside.
Sueño tengo.
Into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Andrew Miller gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality.
This one could be trouble. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. And a great start to the inning. A leadoff triple puts the tying run at third. And now it's going to be Carlos Narvaez.
Number 17.
Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Luke Weaver.
Well, with a runner at third and less than 2 outs, he's coming in looking for strikeouts right here. Ball's put in play, give him a good chance at bringing home that run.
Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Wong up to bat next, lays off for a ball.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strikeout. Ball 4, he walked it, and that keeps things going. Jaron Duran steps to Dennis Santana on a pitch here.
Really tough spot to come in.
On the ground to first, could be 2. He fires home for 1.
Está
Double play.
Conmigo no, bro.
Last out for the Red Sox.
Conmigo no.
And now the center fielder.
Mierda, me sacó el hit como quiera.
Run is in. Fires to the plate. In comes the winning run, and they get a walk-off win, 6-5.
Me sacó el hit como quiera.
The final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Mira, después que estaba ganado ahí, bro. Señores, estamos jugando leyenda, estamos jugando leyenda. Estamos jugando leyenda. Wow, demos una acá, ahí está. 200 Sterling. 200 Sterling. Demos una acá, ahí está. The collection, Carton Gordon.
From historic Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Puerto Rico and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab in this one, Tanner Houck. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Next offering misses, and it's ball to strike. And that's in there.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. So now the DH spot, James Wood.
Voy mi peso, oro aquí.
That finds the mark.
Voy mi peso, oro.
No, he's really working that inside corner.
Mi peso, oro
He
aquí.
hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Mi peso, oro,
Inside corner.
con
Ball.
cualquiera. Con cualquiera.
And downstairs. One out, base is empty.
Desafía con cualquiera mi peso, oro.
That one fouled off.
Desafía con cualquiera mi peso, oro.
On the ground to first. Toro takes it to the bag. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. A little out front there as he swings through it. Lee
0-1.
patrolling center field, 26 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. On to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Fenway, getting the nod on the mound, Colton Gordon. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So a run on board to start the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds.
Manzardo calls it in, and there's 1 away. Now it's Alex Bregman. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. No throw, he's in there safely. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here now the Red Sox D. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Going, gone. The 2-run shot, it's 2-0. Trevor Story in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And it stays fair. Takes the turn, he's digging for second. Not in time, he's safe.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you call it.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. And we're back. Top of the second. And now the right fielder, Ryan O'Hearn. Hout back to work. Fastball right back to the mound. Slings to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now Ernie Clement. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
In for a strike. 2 down. Red Sox by 2. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. 2 outs, base is empty. So here's corner now. That's outside. And that's ball 1. And the righty deals. And that's down and away.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pitches in there. And that's strike 2. Goes down looking. And we're back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the second. And stepping in from Boston, Wilyer Abreu. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
games this season will be broadcast in Spanish on AM 1440 by the announcing team of Jason Villa and Luis Martinez. Fans, in support of the ongoing commitment to increase opportunities for youth participation in baseball and softball, we're teaming up with the Baseball Tomorrow Fund and Major League Baseball to host an equipment collection drive next Saturday here at the ballpark. Fans are invited to bring newer used equipment, as well as make cash contributions which will benefit local organizations. Hey fans, want to be able to take MLB.com with you wherever you go? Then listen to the best of Major League Baseball when and how you want it through MLB.com podcasts. Whether it's fantasy information, minor league information, or the latest news and views from around baseball, MLB.com podcast will keep you informed. Visit MLB.com/podcast and subscribe today.
That clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Check swing, called strike.
Count is full.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Friedel makes the grab, one away. And now here is Abraham Toro. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Red Sox leading it by 2. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. This one's got a chance, and it hits off the monster. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
That one the other way. And that's a fair ball. Toro around third. He'll score easily.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through.
Tosses to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Aroldis Chapman.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen and lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Bo Naylor now at the plate. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That just misses. 1-0. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitcher's arms, you're a guy that is hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under a microscope.
On the corner for a strike, and it's 1-2. And that's outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sets him down on strikes. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. TJ Friedl getting ready to hit.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.